Hello and welcome to Jobs and Education. Do subscribe and share my videos. This is your Mahesh Dole. In this video class, I would like to explain about the production drawing of cutter joint with gib. This is very important question for production drawing. Every mechanical engineer should know this cutter joint with gib. This is the question of cutter joint with gib. So this is having four parts. One is rod end, second is fork end, third is cutter, and fourth is gib. So four parts assembled together as a question. So the question asked like draw the component drawing views, limits, fits and tolerances, geometrical tolerances, surface finish, process sheet. These are all the questions to get full marks. So this is the assembled figure. Our first important task is that component drawing views. It means dividing this assembled figure into individual parts. Our first important task is drawing individual parts, that we can call it as component drawing. So as we have rod end, this is the rod end, fork end, this is fork end, cutter, this is the cutter, gib, this is the gib. So these are the four important parts of cutter joint with gib. So our task is that disassembling the assembled figure and drawing these individual parts like this. This is our component drawing, very important. Next is drawing process sheet, very important. So here we are preparing process sheet for fork end in this cutter joint. This is the fork end. So first of all we need to understand what is the skeleton of the process sheet. In this process sheet we should draw the table. Above this table some of the information should be indicated like part number, description, material, size, time, quantity. This all information should indicate above the table. So after that the columns are serial number, machine required, operation required, tools and gauges, time. These all are very important skeleton of process sheet. And look at the figure of this fork end of the cutter joint and observe this process sheet. First of all, check the material size. Every process sheet consists of this. First thing is always check the material size, and final one is inspection. And in between that different operations are there, different machines used and different tools used. Look at the first operation, fix the job in the vise, so in shaping machine. After that perform filing operation on all four sides of job, so doing a filing operation to all sides. Next, remove material to a length of 25 into 81. So this is 25 and this is 81. So removing that material of 25 into 81 with cutting tool. Perform smoothing on inner surfaces with smooth file. So in this inner surface doing the smoothing. Next, reverse the job. After that prepare rod shape of 25 up to required length at middle. So this is a 25 length. So doing the 25 length with the shaping machine and also with cutting tool. Next, fix the job in the drill jig of slotting machine. So make a slot of 32 into 8. This is a slot, this slot. To make this slot, this is slot 38 into 8. So keeping in a slotting machine and making a slot of 32 into 8 with cutting tool. Next, reverse the job. Make a slot of 32 into 8. This is also 32 into 8 slot. After that inspect the element with the vernier calipers and steel rules. So this is what the total procedure of fork end production with the help of this process sheet. Generally process sheet provides this step-by-step procedure to produce an object. So here we prepared the process sheet for fork end. We know that fork end is looking like fork like this. So to prepare this object, what all the information, what all the machines required and what all the operations required and tools required, we prepared a process sheet. That is what our task. Moving on to the mating parts and type of fit table. In this what are the mating parts are there in cutter joint with gib. So we need to prepare the mating parts and also we need to provide the type of fit also. Look at this rod end and fork end. This is a rod end and this is a fork end. These two are mating parts. Its type of fit is loose running fit. Next is fork end and gib with cutter. So this is a fork, this is a gib, this is a cutter. These three parts mating together. Its type of fit is easy running. So this is what the information about mating parts and its type of fit. Next is tolerance symbols or geometric tolerances. This table provides some of the symbols of different figures. If you observe this answer figure, in this we can see this is the straightness symbol, and this also a straightness symbol. Any other here we can see a symbol of perpendicularity. This symbol is flatness. So like this, every figure consists of different figures. This is perpendicularity. So your 5 symbols are there from this table. One is straightness, next is flatness, next is perpendicularity. So the straightness symbol indicates how much straight that line is, or the line is straight, that's why we indicate with this symbol. We indicate this flatness symbols, that is for flatness. And next, this perpendicularity symbol indicates when 2 lines are exactly 90 degrees to each other, tangent, then we will indicate this perpendicular symbol. Like this, whenever that object shows any different operation, according to that operation we will indicate with these symbols. These symbols are tolerance symbols. Very important, everyone should mug up this table. Next is surface roughness symbols. Look at these, there is a symbol like this. This symbol is used to indicate, look at this, whenever the material, the removal of material by machining is required. Removal of material by machining is required. At that case, we'll use this kind of symbol. In the figure, so many figure symbols like this. The triangle symbols are like this. So these all are the symbols indicated to remove the material by machining. Wherever the machining is required to remove the material, there will indicate with this symbol. This is very important symbol of surface roughness. Next, move on to the surface roughness values. As we seen that symbol, this triangle symbol, above the triangle symbol we have 3.2, here 0.8, here 0.4, here 0.4, here 0.4 is there, and somewhere you can see here 3.2 is there, here 3.2 is there. These all are the values of surface roughness. Look at this reaming, broaching, hobbing. This all indicates 3.2 only. 0.4 indicates this horning is 0.4, and somewhere you can see 6.3, 12.5. These all the values are from the surface roughness values. So every operation is having one different surface roughness value. Everyone should mug up and by heart this table and should indicate wherever required. If this is a place where this indicated 3.2, means reaming is required here, that's why we'll indicate 3.2. So like that, wherever the operation is there, we see filing operation somewhere. For filing we can indicate 25. So like that, for forging we can indicate 50. Or for drilling operation we can indicate 12.5. So like this, for shaping operation we can indicate 1.6 to 25. So this is what the way of by-heading and indicating the surface roughness values in the production drawing of any figure. This is what exactly the production drawing of kata joint with gib. Thank you for watching this video. Do subscribe and share my videos. This is your Mahesh Dole.